what's going on, everybody? Back at it again with another video, 2 in a row. Oh shit. I'm thinking I'm back. I might be officially back, y'all. I don't know. It's feeling different this time. It's feeling brand new. Anyway, y'all, it is your boy Nino, aka The World Ends with Nino, aka I'm back from the Reaper's game, y'all. Yes, y'all, if y'all couldn't tell, I've been playing a lot of The World Ends with You. That is some fire. That's some heat rock. That's some that is pure 2000s goodness, man. Them controls make me want to blow my brains out, but we're not gonna talk about that. That's a fire game. I just felt the need, I've been playing Twister and Calling on repeat for all these years, I might as well play the game, and also, I had bought the sequel on release, I just figured, I can't be a fuck nigga, and just jump to the sequel without knowing what the fuck happens in the original. So, but anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. Today here we have a bit of a ongoing story. So about 2 weeks ago, a character by the name of Orion, put out a tweet longer. I refuse to be silent any longer. She dropped that fat expose on Kwite. Yes, the nigga with the face mask and sunglasses. She dropped the twit longer on his head. Among other things, she said that he had forcefully obtained that kitty cat. He forcefully obtained the kitty cat. Hold him down, fill him up. When niggas heard about this, they said, fuck Kwite. I think that nigga lost about 100,000 subscribers. They said, fuck him. I knew he was a rat. His content is low effort, and he can't put any effort in obtaining any kitty cat. It all makes sense, they said. Well, Kwite saw this, he pondered to himself, and 2 weeks later, he dropped that 2-hour response. So before we get into the response, I'm gonna go ahead and just read through the original tweet longer, so we all have a good basis of what the original allegations were, and then we'll get into the Drake response. Reads here. Hello. I never felt that I could come out about this, and I've struggled with this for years before writing this, and I doubt it'll be anything close of years after I write this that this will ever be released. But in the case you are reading this, I've come out and lay what has happened to me. Yo, I can't fucking stand grammar fucking mistakes. I want to fucking kill somebody when my fault. I was raped by a man known as the YouTuber Kwite in February of 2018. It has been in a very extremely toxic quote-unquote friendship, on and off relationship with him since 2017. To start in the beginning, I'd found Kwite's channel when it had been less than 500 subscribers, and as a teenager wanted to make art for him. Because he didn't use his face in his videos, I thought he would have an easier time if I drew him and recommended he wore sunglasses and a face mask instead of manually keying his face out with a black box. There, I essentially came up with his persona with him and drew various talk sprites for him for free that he only ever used maybe once. We were around the same age and slowly began talking and bonding over shared mental stop. And slowly began talking and bonding over shared mental health issues. At the same time, I was undiagnosed with autism and borderline personality disorder. We'll come back to that BPD, by the way, which I have diagnosis of now, and thus was unaware of how these would affect me in the coming relationship we had, and how he would most likely, without knowing, take advantage of me. Ooh, bars. At first, we were extremely close in ways that helped the both of us. He shared bits of his past and I shared mine. However, slowly my status as an artist would land me in more YouTube circles than his would. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm contracting this nigga's autism. My fault. My status as an artist would land me in more YouTube circles than his would, and he would slowly encourage me to let him join said spaces. As a friend, I of course went to include him in as many as I could, but as I did and he made various connections outside of me, the relationship grew transactional. I almost said the Brady word. While I won't say I was the most stable person at the time, I was not actively unkind. I cannot say the same for him, however. When my abandonment issues would arise, he would leave me ignored, and then when I was having the worst of my time, he would swoop in to quote-unquote save me and keep me under his thumb. He would yell at me or act passive-aggressive towards me when being my friend was inconvenient, but love-bomb me when it was just us or he needed something from me. He would use my memory issues against me to gaslight me about things he said, and would keep most of the conversations he had to calls or on Skype because messages delete after a set amount of time. He would actively talk about his new friends to me when he wanted me to do something for him. It took up a great amount of my time. This nigga got some fucking nerve. My fault. Let me chill out. Eventually we met in oh my god, dude, this fucking inherited autism is crazy. Eventually we met in real life a few times. I had transphobic parents, so I told him my dead name to use only when my parents were talking to him, but after knowing this information, he would use it as a way to belittle me. The first meeting was fine, but he had a rule that I wasn't allowed to take any pictures of him, but he was allowed to take pictures of me. After promising and begging to take a few pictures that wouldn't and still haven't been posted for memories, that was a fucking lie, sorry, he let me take a few before he left. The second meeting, however, was different. We planned to meet up while he was on vacation in my city, and thus I would pick him up in my car and we would go to both a trampoline park and to see Black Panther. Alrighty. This is where the worst behavior occurred. At the time, we were both on and off flirting, and we had discussed that if we were both single at the time, we would take each other's virginities. However, once he had come onto me in the backseat of my car, I started to get cold feet. He, however, did not want to take no for an answer. He wanted that kitty cat by any means necessary. In the back of my own car, he raped me. All the while, I was telling him how it hurt and how I didn't want to do this anymore. He kept telling me, "This is what you wanted," as he went, but soon he got bored of it and got out. I sat in the car by myself for a bit before going to join him in the movie. We had planned to see together, and to make up, he had me buy him popcorn. Okay. I put the event out of my mind as there's two virgins being bad at sex and hung out with him for the rest of the day, as he was still one of my closest friends. I don't know about that one, y'all. I have video with him to prove that we were together at the time, that I was able to post only for myself after begging him to take pictures with me because we were friends. I don't know. Never mind. My fault. A few months later, once he gained quite a few more subscribers and larger YouTube friends, then he started ghosting me, and more often, although I was having a BPD episode. Jesus Christ. It got to the point where he called me to cut me off, and in our fight, he called me a dyke who thinks she's a boy and will never be. Got him. This extremely hurt me and caused me to spiral more. I almost needed to be institutionalized, but thankfully for my social system, I wasn't. Well, maybe should have. My fault. Months passed, and when I tried to come out about the emotional abuse I suffered, I received harassment from his fans. I received calls to my house to tell me to kill myself, resulting in rather furthering my poor mental health. Eventually, however, it subsided, and through a turn of events, I was able to set up a call to reconcile with him. In this call, he tried to gaslight me further, claiming that I had led him on, or worse, assaulted him instead, all in front of a mediator who thankfully knew better than to believe him. In this call, he screamed at me, threw things and broke things, and continued to try to gaslight me. However, thanks to Danny, Lord Bung, you niggas need aliases, he calmed down and apologized for some of his behavior. However, I don't believe he was sincere. I truly am sorry that I stayed silent on this for years, but I cannot keep silent. I've been scared for myself and how the public will treat me, but I am not too scared that I am not the only victim to keep silent anymore. Wait, what the fuck did I just read? But I am too scared that I am not the only victim to keep silent anymore. Anyone who may also have been victimized is more than encouraged to DM me, and I hope you are doing okay. I know that many of you will not believe me. I don't care anymore. For those that do, thank you for your ear, and I hope that you stay safe. TLDR, I was raped by Kwite, emotionally abused, dead named, called slurs, and gaslit into silence for 6 years. Damn. Orion said not only was this nigga a rapist, he was a serial rapist. He said, I have to stand up for those who have been raped and those who may get raped. He flipped the 14 quote on his head, bro. For those we have saved and for those we must save. That's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, this nigga, yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, okay, so Orion came out to like overall like unanimous support. Like I said, I believe Kwite lost like 100,000 subscribers. That might be a bullshit number, but they were definitely beating his ass in the replies. I will not lie to you there. So this nigga bided his time, you know. And last night around like, I don't fucking know, 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock, who fucking knows, on March 11th, he released a 2-hour response. Orion said, I count 6 shots. Kwite said, I count two guns, nigga. Stop playing with me, bro. Now, I'm not a fucking reaction channel, so I can't fucking put the, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna voice over, you know what I mean, the 2-hour response, but I did have some thoughts about it. So for one, according to Kwite, he's been beating the rapist allegations for practically his whole life, because apparently he suffers from what he coins as extreme sexual anxiety. We're just gonna call a spade and say that he has erectile dysfunction. So essentially, when it's time to play ball, this nigga's at 5% and counting, and he ain't making it through 5 minutes of any sexual encounter. So, and he also says that he is still a virgin. That's crazy. So he said, I don't know how I could be a rapist if I'm still a virgin. Make that make sense to me, God. You know, I don't know. He also states that the relationship that him and Orion had, who was hardly 50-50. He was always trying to save this nigga from himself, always trying to save this nigga from hurting himself, killing himself, or, you know, what have you. You know, basically the best kind of emotional sponge that you could ask for, you know, and he don't really know why old boy would, you know what I mean, try to do this to him. But I mean, hey man, that's how it is, brother. He also alleges that Orion had no say in creating his persona. He said that was complete cap. He said that was some that was more cap than the rape allegations, honestly. And yeah, so Kwite went ahead and he dumped all the all the Discord. This nigga dump Discord messages, text messages, Skype messages. When's the last time you heard a nigga dumping Skype messages? Crazy. You know what I mean? He dumped it all. He said, I ain't got nothing to hide. And he said that he'll be taking some time off. And God damn, excuse me. I can't really temperature check it as of right now, because like I said, the video did just come out last night, but I think this nigga done garnered, you know what I mean, some support. I think now, he said he was going to take some time to himself. You know, he ain't really sure if this YouTube thing is for him, which is, you know, understandable. You know, you had a you had a female to male Brandy accuse you of rape, bro. That's you know what I mean. That might be a wake up call, you dig? But no, yeah. And in response to this, Orion put out the tweet. I haven't seen the full video. To be honest, I'm not watching all that shit. But since y'all niggas asking for it, I have undeniable proof. I have proof, y'all. I have the proof. What is the proof? Editing Nino, put this on screen. Orion put out a document stating basically a fucking diagnosis of PTSD, alleging that they were seen by a licensed psychiatrist and were properly diagnosed with PTSD, mainly from what she alleges that Kwite did to her, which was the rape. And if you go down to the replies, this is not looking very good for you at all, Ryan. This is not looking good, man. This ain't looking good, OG. This shit look copy and pasted, OG. What is this, OG? This shit looks faker. This shit look faker than the moon landing, y'all. Come on, dude. Come on, man. So yeah, my thoughts on this. One, I feel like this shit ain't really nobody's business, but this is the internet, so you gotta take that shit with a grain of salt, right? Two, god damn, sorry y'all, that sleep deprivation is hitting. That should hit like some cocaine. I don't know. I feel like in terms of like stuff to back up, Kwite definitely brought like the hammer in his response. Like like this nigga dumped the whole messages, you know. But I think what he said rings true, you know. Like there wasn't a fucking camera in the car that day. You know what I mean? So everything is hearsay and whatnot, you know. So nothing. There can be no definitive proof that something happened or did not happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, obviously, he went to go see her on went to go see him on 2 separate occasions. But on the second time, you know, like that's where the point of contention is, you know. Again, like people were saying, you know, like why make this shit up? I don't know. Clout, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I just don't know why you would accuse a nigga with ED of rape. Like, can niggas with ED, like, can can they get like a concoction of like the rhino pill and Viagra to like get like a 30-minute food buff? You know what I mean? Like, is that how that works? I don't know. I don't have ED. When it's time for me, my nigga, to show it to work, man, we activate gear 2. You know what I mean? So, damn right, gear 4, snake man. You know what I mean? Like, we hitting jet Calvins in that motherfucker all day. Like, so I don't know what it's like to have ED. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, man. These niggas going crazy with the allegations, bro. That's all I'm saying. They going nutty. So, hey, man. I'm gonna say, if this shit is fake, I hope that Kwite, you know what I mean? I hope that this shit don't make him quit, you know? But more than anything, you know, I hope that nigga just like okay mentally, you know? I don't have any words for Ryan. That nigga is mentally ill. That nigga's just mentally ill, you know? And one of the things with BPD, you can have paranoia. Like, like, if you want me to really be toxic, are we sure that you didn't just make up this fucking assault, bro? Like you didn't have a fucking episode, you know what I mean? Like, if you like, please don't make me get real toxic. Please don't do this to me. Please, I have a family. I have a little girl at home. Please make it back to her. But yeah, I don't know. Ryan, if you whine about this shit, you got to be one stupid motherfucker, bro. You gotta be one real retarded motherfucker. And you're already autistic, so that's not even out of the question, to be honest. So I don't know, Ryan. I don't know, bro. You do you, big dog. That's just a real dumb fucking move to get outed. You know what I mean? So, but when you put this shit on the internet, you know, instead of going to the authorities because you want to count somebody, hey man, content is bontent. With that being said, we'll go ahead and get up on out of here. I got a few more hours of The World Ends With You to get to, you know, trying to push through that, John. And yeah, until the next mentally ill retard puts something in my lap, I will see you on the next one. Peace.